President Bola Tinubu has warned that the administration will no longer tolerate criminal adventures and their criminal collaborators. This is just as he maintained that government will do everything possible to lower the risks of investment by overcoming the temptation to interfere in the legitimate business operation of duly licensed miners. President Tinubu gave the warning on Tuesday at the opening of the African Natural Resources and Energy Summit in Abuja. Represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, the President assured genuine businesses intending to invest in Nigeria that his government is determined to create a conducive atmosphere for genuine businesses to thrive. In another development, President Bola Tinubu has set up a special committee to look into the possible gaps in the nation's legal statutes from 1999 till date as they concern the police with a view to bridging them. Governor Bala Mohammed made this known to newsmen after a meeting of the Police Council presided over by President Tinubu at the Presidential Villa Abuja, where Mr. Kayode Egbetokun was confirmed as the substantive Inspector General of Police. He explained that the review was necessary to ensure a comprehensive overhaul of the Nigerian police in line with the reform agenda of the current administration. In the meantime, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, has stressed the need for the judiciary to fully adopt technology for efficiency. Justice Ariwola, who came up with this in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, expressed judiciary cannot as a natural habitat and sustainer of democracy without adapting to the digital age. He noted that democracy can only thrive on the respect for the rule of law. On electioneering, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has assured that the off-cycle governorship elections in Bayelsa, Kogi, and Imo State will be peaceful and credible, in line with the directive of President Bola Tinubu. The Chief of Defense Staff gave the assurance when he led other senior officers on a courtesy visit to Governor Doyediri in Yanagua on Tuesday. He warned anyone planning to perpetrate violence to stay clear of the elections in the three states and cautioned security agencies against acts that would compromise the polls. General Musa also informed that security agencies have the president's directive to bring to an end acts of criminality, including sea piracy, illegal bunkering, and pipeline vandalism. The federal government says it is targeting an exchange rate of 650 naira to a dollar by December this year. The chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, made this known in an interview with newsmen in South Africa on Tuesday. He predicted that the true value of the naira would be reflected by December. According to the tax experts, government will be introducing new foreign exchange rules, including a crackdown on illegal currency trading to help the naira reach a fair price of between 650 naira and 750 naira to a dollar by the year end. Mr. Oyedele hinted that the government plans to clear a backlog of dollar demand, bolster the naira forward market, and set transparent rules for the official markets. The current administration in Ogun State has restated commitments to being responsible and responsive to the people, as well as position the state for sustainable development. Governor Dr. Abiodun stated this at a town hall meeting on the 2024 to 2026 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework (MTEF) and the 2024 budget for Yewa Division held on Tuesday in Ilaro. The governor, who was represented by his deputy engineer Noimo Salakoyedele, emphasized the importance of grassroots development, acknowledging the relevance of Ogun West to the socio-economic status of the state. He acknowledged that government will continue to address the infrastructural deficit in Yewa Awori land. You're listening to the media news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Bolivia has cut diplomatic ties with Israel over what it describes as aggressive and disproportionate military actions in Gaza. The Deputy Foreign Minister, Mr. Freddy Mamani, said Bolivia called for a ceasefire and would be supplying the blockaded Gaza Strip with aid. It is the first Latin American country to cut ties with Israel over the war. The presidents of Colombia and Brazil have also criticized the actions of Israel in Gaza. Colombian President Mr. Gustavo Petro called for Israel's ambassador to leave the country before withdrawing back the comments. Mali Tuareg rebels say they have taken over a base in the northern city of Kidal, vacated by the UN peace force in control of the Kidal base. This was the third and last camp to be evacuated by the mission in the Kidal region, which has been hit by jihadist and separatist violence. The two other camps were at Tessalit and Aguelok. A junior Navy officer named by the Gambia's government as the mastermind of a foreign coup plot in December last year has been found guilty of treason and sentenced to 12 courts on Tuesday ruled that Lana planned and attempted to unlawfully overthrow the democratically elected government of President Adama Barrow. Authorities had charged Corporal Fadera and seven other soldiers with treason, conspiracy, and inciting mutiny for their alleged role in the 2022 coup attempt. The court acquitted three other military officers. Another soldier had been on the run since the failed coup attempt and is considered a fugitive. A Ugandan court has ordered a U.S. couple charged with torturing their foster child to pay him $26,000 as compensation. The compensation resulted from a plea deal, which also led to the court dropping the charges of aggravated trafficking and torture against the couple, which could have seen them receive life imprisonment or death penalty. The couple, Nicholas and Mackenzie Spencer, were arrested last year and charged with torturing the 10-year-old boy over 2 years. This was after the child's nanny filed a police report alleging that the couple repeatedly subjected the child to inhuman treatment. And also sport believes Declan Rice's potential return to West Ham will be beautiful if he gets to play in the clash this Wednesday. The 24-year-old England international moved across London in the summer, with the Gunners paying a club record fee of £105 million to have him. Rice, who captained West Ham to victory in the Europa Conference League final in the last of his 245 games for the club, he joined at the age of 14, could be in line for his first receive a warm welcome. In other games, Liverpool visits Bournemouth, Chelsea host Blackburn Rovers, while Manchester United trade tackles with Newcastle United. The socio-economic development of the country requires concerted efforts. Play your own part. To end the media news, another look at the major items. Represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, at an energy summit in Abuja on Tuesday, President Bola Tinubu warned against ingenuine business investment. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dakwa Abiodun, who was represented by his deputy, Engineer Noimot Lakoyedele, at a town hall media framework (MTF) and the 2024 budget for Yiwa Division on Tuesday in Ilaro, restated the administration's commitment to repositioning the state for sustainable development. We also told you that Bolivia has cut diplomatic ties with Israel over war in Gaza. The media news was edited by Elizabeth Kuforiji and broadcast from OGB Abeokuta.